Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I prepared a slideshow for all of you. Can you even believe, do you even recognize me? Look at it. Can you believe it? It's blue too, which is supposed to be very pleasing to your eye. Are you pleased? Are you calm? Good. Okay. So I'm afraid if I run this, it's going to run on its own.
Just click one at a time. There should go.
I know, but I want to get rid of this part. And if I hit run it, what do I click? I haven't done PowerPoint since 8th grade. Nobody knows? Well, that makes me feel better that you guys don't know either. All right.
Okay, I think you just click on the slide that you have on, like click on it twice or something, and maybe it goes into a bigger screen. No? No? Okay, I don't know then.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, I'm trying to remember in middle school when we learned how to use PowerPoint.
I think there's like a view slide. There's like, I can't see it from here.
Oh, right here, view?
There should be like yeah, and then like you should be able to view it and go by each individual one, I thought. Hold on. I can't, it's so small I can't see it. I'm looking at it on my phone.
Slide, master slide sorter.
I think it's like a play option.
Not that, right?
Mm-hmm. And you try double clicking already?
I think you have to start the actual slideshow, and if you
slideshow,
yeah, go to home.
Oh, just go back to the slideshow thing. No, I think it was file, right? Oh no.
Slideshow. It's an
slideshow on the top.
Oh yeah. See, do you see what's happening when I try to click it? That's why I couldn't see it because the Zoom bar keeps popping down on me. Okay, here we go. Slideshow from current slide.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Yay.
How to run a challenge group like a boss. The next call will be on how to use PowerPoint like a boss. How to run a challenge group like a boss. All right, so some little changes here where, you know, we add people into the group, we get them going, but in this new improved version, we spend a lot of time paying attention to each individual as well as the group. So we have two things going on. You know, we're working on the individual relationship and then that group relationship. And this is something that I have found over these couple of years of working with the group. You ask a group something, you're much more likely to get crickets versus when you ask a specific person. When you ask a specific person the same question, then usually you hear back, you know, they know that you're asking them and you want them to answer. They can't hide behind, somebody else in the group will answer. So by the way, I got this method from Anita Myron. So I changed it a little bit, but it's mostly what she does. I should have said that at the beginning. So, so you send all of your new customers either a welcome email or a welcome video. She's big on videos, and I'll tell you this, Amanda and I, in our glory days of coaching all by ourselves, we used to do videos for all of our posts, and they really worked with engagement. They are a little bit of work, don't get me wrong, but you know, when you break it down, if you do a video per day and you have them all saved, it's like 30, I mean, you know, the takes take a few times, but it's not that much work. So I'm gonna work up to having one video per day in my challenge groups. Probably it's going to be the morning video, but I also like this idea of doing a little welcome video and sending it to each of your challengers. And in the video, you lay out the group. So, you know, you tell them the group is found in a private Facebook group. You reassure them that although the posts are going to show up in their news feeds, it's not shown in anyone else's news feeds. So only the other members of the group can see what's posted. You have the setting on there for the privacy. You tell them we're going to start prepping on this day, and day one is this day. You tell them that you need them to participate every day in the group. And basically what you're going to tell them is, I need to see what you're doing. I need to see what you're eating. I need to know if you're working out. I need to know if you're drinking your water. If I don't know, I can't help you. And then you tell them too, like, and there is a group dynamic here. You're going to see over time that by your participation, and I'm asking everyone to participate, you know, you guys are going to become this support system for each other. So, you know, I'm planning to just give them like a little trust me. I know it's out of your comfort zone. I know it's scary to like start posting on Facebook, but you're in a group. It's a small group. Everyone's in the same boat. I'm asking everyone to do this. So just trust me and go for it. Another key factor is she encourages you to have a 1-month challenge. She does either 21 or 30 days. I like the 30 days because you can work in the prep, but she doesn't do a program. So she doesn't like advertise for a program. She just advertises she's looking to help 5 to 10 women this month. You know, so in April, my advertisement would be, I'm looking to help 5 to 10 women, you know, join me in their health and fitness journey for the month of May. And then you tell them what they're going to get. You know, they're going to get their, I mean, I'm going to actually look at her, but you guys have seen these ads. You know, you've seen these, especially like page ads. They're very generic. Even her picture is very generic. There's no beach body. It's not even her. It's like a generic mom with her baby, you know, working out or something. So she gets new people to do this challenge each month. And that way, everybody's on the same page and everyone feels that comfort level that they are, you know, like there's no one in there that's like totally going to be killing it while they're just starting out. They know nothing about the eating plan. They know nothing about working out, or these workouts at least. And there's a comfort level that everyone's starting on the same page, you know? And the other thing that I thought about was how many coaches are in the group. So I think it's a great idea. 2 things are good. I think it's good to run a group with another coach, especially as you start to success partner up. Great idea. The other thing that's a good idea is to bring your newest coaches, have your new coaches first challenge group be your group so that they just piggyback into your group. They bring their people in. You can give them what to post. You give them everything, and all they have to do is follow your lead, and that's a great way for them to learn. But as we go on and as you guys have run your own groups and stuff, I would highly encourage that you limit the amount of coaches. I don't know what that number is. And even if you don't do that and you have 4 or 5 coaches, then talk to each other about not over posting. Because when we come in, I've actually been told that too by, I've only been told that by free group members on 2 different occasions, that the coaches, it was intimidating because they don't know that we're not nutritionists and we're not, I mean, some of us are, but you know, in general, they think that we are like, we know everything. And like, they're coming in a group of like all these personal trainers and they're afraid to even post that they had butter because they're like, oh my gosh, is butter good or bad? You know, is mayonnaise good or bad? Is Cool Whip good or bad? You know, I can't post what I had. I'm not even going to post it because am I going to get corrected? So they're afraid, you know, they're holding back. So just be careful of that. But I do like this idea of it's a fresh new group. Now with that said, I'm probably going to break that rule and allow, like, I'll probably go into my challenge groups and say to all those veteran people, hey, does anybody want a nice, fresh, clean day 1 through 30 for the month of May, or the month of, April? And you'll have some people say yeah and do that, and that's okay. I haven't ironed that out yet, but I think having a small group of people, like 10 challengers, it's like such a nice group because everybody starts to get to know each other. Okay, so you let them know that. I need you to participate. I need you to show me your food, your shake. Tell me if you worked out. I'm going to be asking you in there, and we'll get to that in a minute. And I need you to respond. I need you to keep me up on how you're doing. And then explain the prize point system. So this new model has in it a point system for the month, and it's a daily point system that adds up for the month, and a prize for the month. Okay. Step 2 is to facilitate activity. So you need to have a great flow of posts and videos for your group. And Anita posts like 3 to 5 times a day in her group. Now, the beauty of this is she has it all made, and I know her website. I found the document already. So I'm going to make my own version. But it's so nice to have a template, of like what she says. So it's kind of like having the Beachbody challenge, but it's all very personalized. And again, she starts her morning with, each morning is her on a little video to them, which I like. I think that's really personal. Share your ups and downs, be real. So, she was explaining in her training, like, yeah, you have these posts made out for you, but you're going to have different months where you're going through something. Like, for example, if it was last month, I'm not going to, when I was sick for 10 days, I'm not going to lie in my challenge group and be like, oh, I'm killing it, guys. I'm going to share that. So share your struggles, because that's where people get to know you and start to trust you. When they know you is when they can trust you, and then when they can open up as well and really let you have that relationship. Keep the group fun and exciting. So again, a prize, be a participant, do what you're asking them to do. So post your food, post a sweaty pic, whatever you're asking them to do that day, you do it too. And to help with that, have a daily theme. So we're going to get into that in a sec. She has a challenge group guideline. I'm making one. And it's pinned to the top of the page. And it has on there, basically her guideline has like what she wants them posting. And the point system, what the daily themes are. I think she puts what the prize is. So it's just all up there for them. I like this idea. Pick a prize you can afford, but it's still enticing. So any of you that are keeping a spouse, or even yourself active, maybe you got a lot of Shaco and you're right now in a phase of keeping yourself at 50 PV, pick something that's 50 PV. Help out your business in 2 ways. So the 3-day refresh, E&E, 2 Shaco boosts, anything that adds up to that 50 PV can be your prize for the month. Create a fun and friendly competitive environment. So, she said it's true. It's like competitive doesn't have to be a negative word. It can be a friendly competition. And when you have that, you start to see people really push themselves. And when people see other people pushing themselves, it motivates them to push themselves too. So it creates a friendly atmosphere, a friendly environment with the points, she regularly, you regularly talk about the points. So a great idea is to do a small weekly prize to keep up engagement. So like on, I love the idea of just a Shaco pack. So if somebody, if you don't have different flavors, I have them. Somebody in the group has them. So you say to somebody when they win that week, awesome, what flavor Shakeology are you really wanting to try? Great, I'll send you a couple packets of it. Bam, great little weekly prize. And it's something too that you can midweek remind people, hey guys, that weekly prize is still up for grabs, so it just kind of keeps that momentum going. And each challenger keeps track of their own points, which I really like, because any less work for us, the better. And that would be a lot for us to keep track of. This is awesome right here. I feel like this is money. Every single night, except she has a rest day. Hers is Saturdays. Every other night she checks in and she does this exact post every single night. On a scale of 1 to 10, how did you do with your workouts and eating today? Love it. So everybody knows, and she tells them that in her welcome video. I'm going to ask you every single night, check in. I'm going to put it up around 7 p.m., check in every night. And this right here, you can schedule right on Hootsuite. Copy and paste it for the 30 days, And it's just a great check-in, and people, it's going to keep them accountable as well, because they know you're going to be asking. And then what she does is she rewards the people that responded. I don't do this, and it's terrible. So I do a great job of checking in with who's not participating, who I'm not hearing from, and anybody who I'm hearing from in the group, I reward them in the group, which is great. But I I talk to them outside of the group, but not as much. I don't see that post and right away send them a little private message, be like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. You really motivated me today. You lost 3 pounds, or, you didn't eat cake at a birthday party. Holy man, I don't even know if I could do that, so any of those things. And she likes to use the quick voice message thing. So do you guys know what that is? On the Facebook Messenger, you can hold down, there's a, you guys aren't going to be able to see it, but you have, in the Messenger, you have, on the bottom of your phone, you can't see it, you have the letter, and then the photo, and then you have the stickers, and then, so if you're going from the right, there's the thumbs up. I don't even know what that thing is. And then there's a little microphone. And if you hold that down, you can leave a quick message. And you can only leave a minute message tops. So it's kind of good. It's quick. That too, so you can be quick. Just, hey, I just saw your post, and I just wanted to let you know that you're really inspiring me. You're killing it. Keep it up, girl. That's it. Bam. Nice little message. And then, of course, private message people who aren't responding after a couple days. Ask if everything's okay. Check in with them. Okay. So here's the point system. This isn't her exact point system. I don't even know what her point system is. She just kept talking. She's like, and then a point for this, and then I don't know. She had so many point options, so I just put together a 5-point a day thing that I liked. I like the number 5. It's clean. So 1 point for posting the daily update that you're requiring everybody to do. And in that update, you want to see, and she wants a picture. She tells them, I want to see your food. I want to see your food on your plate. If they're doing the 21-day fix, they're doing portions. But if they're doing like Pio, you know, she's got a point. You want to see their plate. You want to be able to say, well, no, you know what? You need a little more green and a little less pasta, for example, or whatever. 2 points for posting the daily theme, which I'll show you in a minute. And then another point if they share any of that, either of those, anything about the challenge on their Facebook page. And she encourages them along the way to do that. So when they post something in the group that's really good, a recipe, whatever it is, something really motivational, she just shoots them one of those private messages, little voice messages, and is like, hey, that recipe is awesome. You should totally share that on your Facebook page. I bet you'd help at least a couple of people, you know, with that great recipe idea. Easy breezy, you know. Be careful, by the way, when you record it, you can't, like, you can't go back and not send it. You can't redo the record. Whatever you say gets sent. So be careful with it. If you're uneasy about what you're saying, like, you might want to write it out and read it until you get better at it. That's a little, I'm glad I remembered to tell you that, because that's a little like, when you do it and then it goes. Okay, so here's the themes that I came up with. Do you have to do these themes? No. There's only one of them that I'm going to suggest you all do. Okay, so I came up with Motivation Monday. I figured we always start on a Monday, so it's really easy. It's like, okay, the first time you're gonna post something, it's like, go on Google and find something motivating and post it in the group, you know? How hard is that? Tasty Tuesday, so something that they've eaten. It doesn't even have to be a whole meal, you know, a snack, a spread they found, whatever, a yogurt, anything that they have found to eat to share with the group. Wacky Wednesday, something funny or fun. I'm gonna change that. Like, so it doesn't have to be, you know, it can just be even like if somebody is working out in their pajamas, you know, they can show it every Wednesday that they work out in their pajamas on Wednesday because we work out at home. You know, somebody might only be that wacky. I'm probably going to have a disclaimer to please keep it clean because that's my sense of humor. But, you know, somebody might be more wacky than that. I don't know. But just to keep it fun and light. And Thirsty Thursday, so to share a Shako or water recipe and or tip. Everybody flexes on Friday. I like that. I think that's fun. Look at me. I'm like, I like that. I made it up. I'm like, I like it. That's a great idea. All right. This one, you don't have to do it on Saturday, but this is like her push, okay? A stat day. I think she does hers Fridays. But share your weekly progress. So they have options here. But on Saturday, they can get an extra point if they show before and after. So this is the big thing here. We are the coaches. We need to put up our before and after every week if we're going to ask them to do it, or they're never going to do it. So, you know, you have the before because you'll have the picture from. You can either do week to week, or you can keep day one and keep showing, you know, you can show like side by side and then 3 pictures, like day 1, week 2, however you want to do it. But this is where she really builds her business. because this is where she gives everyone that nudge to step out of their comfort zone and do it. And she tells them ahead of time that she's going to ask them to do it once they're signed up and in. She tells them in that welcome video, like, on Saturdays, we're going to share our stats. You know, we're going to see how we're all doing. And like, she said that she asks them their weight. I am never going to do that. I don't know, like, that they report their weight. And I'm like, I don't know if she just misspoke and means pounds lost, but I'm never going to do that. But, you know, I do think it's a good idea. Like, it's what we're about. And if we're not comfortable to encourage it, no one's ever going to share it. So, and it is the beauty of all of this. It's like when someone, I know that most people don't share it because they don't want to be bragging. Like, I actually think, in my experience, that more people don't share it in the challenge groups because they don't want to make other people feel bad more than they don't think it's good enough. That's been my experience. So it's like, oh, well, I didn't want to, like, you know, anyone that they always send me it in a private message, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. Share that in the group. That's so inspiring. And then they're like, well, I was going to, but I didn't want anyone to feel bad, you know, that hasn't lost maybe. And that's always like the hang up. So, you know, this is going to be like a big change for me. This is where I'm headed, to have people really step out and start to share, because this is where your coaches are born. This is where people start to grow and, you know, step out and take those little chances to put themselves out there in their small group that they've been, you know, talking with. And it's that first step to, like, when they do it, they're gonna do it, and everyone's gonna cheer and be so excited and so inspired. We all know what's gonna happen when they do it, so it's just a matter of getting them to do it. They're not gonna do it and have people be like, nobody's gonna be like, what are you sharing that for? You know, in the challenge group. It's gonna be an awesome experience. So we're really just encouraging them to have this awesome experience. And I can see where so many coaches are born from that, because you do it and then you start to get it. You know, you've been in the group, now you have the results, now you share your results, and you feel that support, the community that we have with Beachbody, and it's like that last piece, you know, to them really being a part of it. So, and then Sunday, meal prep fun day. I wrote it, but I never said it out loud. Sunday is meal prep fun day. So they're going to share something about their meal prep or tips, you know, and I'm like lenient. So I'll be like, my thing will be like, if you are just starting and like a big thing for you is that you went to the grocery store with a list, like, amen, share it. You know, you get a point on Sunday. So the 2 points, those are the theme ones. So, so those are the themes I came up with. Okay, step 3. This is fun. I don't know about this one. People don't like group chats, but she sets up a group chat with all the challengers. And she claims that it's like a group, another group outside of the group. So this is where people, you know, there's no posting. It's just talking. And so it is different. And she says that they really get to know each other in there. You know, at first it's her talking quite a bit, and it's little things like, hey guys, check out the post I just put up for you all this morning. Have a great day. Hey guys, the 1 to 10 check-in is up for the night. Make sure that you respond before you go to bed. Just little reminders like in the first week. And then over time, everyone is talking, like she'll go in there and everyone's been talking without her. So I'm going to try it. I think it'll be fun. And she said, like, they start coaching one another, and this is a great place she'll actually take screenshots when she goes to tell somebody, like, hey, have you ever thought of coaching? And they're like, oh no, I wouldn't know how to do that. And then she'll be like, oh my gosh, you were telling Sally last week to, you gave her such good advice and support. And so, she has that to, I mean, she doesn't show them the screenshot, but she has it for her own memory to, because like I find that too. I go to talk to somebody and I feel it. I know that they've been inspiring me for 30 days. But when I go to say it, I don't have like a concrete example, so I'm like, you're just so awesome and you're just so inspiring and you motivate me. And it's, it's not personal. So this is really good. Like she has all these concrete examples to share with them. And she finds that it creates more involvement in the group overall because the people are more comfortable because they're talking on the side in this group chat. So I'm going to make a group chat. I'm not asking anybody. I'm putting them all in it. That's how I roll, because if you ask, people say no. So put them in it and whatever. They know how to take themselves out of a group chat. So if they want to be the person that it says, Joni left the challenge group chat, then, it's all right. But I think for the most part, most people who we're attracting probably will like the group chat. We're attracting people that want to be with other people, want the accountability. So, okay, make it easy for yourself. So use Hootsuite or Postcron to schedule your posts, especially, like I said, those 1 to 10. And you'll see in the doc, I'm taking her doc and working on it. I'll have it up soon, but you'll see it. Like there's a lot you can schedule ahead of time so that it just goes in all day without you and you don't have to be a slave to posting all day long. So check the file section of the Team Alpha Omega page. When I put it in the file section, it goes in as a post, so you'll see the post go up. But I am working on to have that in there. Oh yes, she schedules the 1 to 10 each nightly post. And have a file that challengers go into and log in their daily points. And if they don't log it, they don't get them. So you probably could use a Google Doc. I'm sorry, I'm gonna actually ask Candace what she used. I think she uses a Google Doc in the Diamond Dash where if you've done the Diamond Dash, you know that you go in and you track your own progress of how many successful points you have, who you've recruited, what your rank is. You do it each week. So, but I just like it. I like the idea of them keeping track of their points because it's just more accountability, Okay, so providing accountability. Post the reminder I have Friday for measurements and weigh-ins, but I'm doing it on Saturday, so I will probably post it on Saturday, the reminder. But whatever day you're doing it, post the reminder that day. Private message those who post to congratulate and encourage them. So if you're not going to commit to private messaging them every time they are posting, make sure you do it when they post their stats. That is like the one thing you do not want to skip on with recognition. Always publicly congratulate them in the group. Remind those who didn't check in with their measurements to do so. So a gentle reminder. I mean, I wouldn't just be like, hey, you didn't put your stats in. I'd be like, hey, I didn't see you post your stats. Is everything going all right for you this week? That's kind of how I would do it. But if you're a straight shooter, whatever, do it. You can only be who you are. Remind those who didn't, if someone is falling off the wagon, be there for them. So, make sure that at the beginning, you've found out enough about them to know why they're doing this, what are their goals, so that you can remind them of that if they're falling falling off and they're not, they're not participating. So when you talk to them and, you can be like, all right, well, I know you really wanted to get going with your workouts because you had those test results come in and you were showing to be pre-diabetic, and I just really want to help you with that, and it's not too late. I know that you started strong and then had a rough 10 days, but you know what? We got 14 days left. Let's finish strong together. Let's get back on and get to it. What do you think? So don't shy away and be nervous that they're not responding. And this is really good too. Like she said, if your challenger is not responding, they're probably afraid of you. And it's not you, it's them. They're probably hiding, is, when I say afraid of you. So give them the out. Just say it. Be like, hey, is everything all right? Did you just kind of like fall off the program a bit, or is anything going on? It's okay if, it's okay if you, like, give them the out. Sympathize with them and tell them, it's all right, it happens, and we still can get you back on track. I just want to make sure everything's going okay. I had a girl totally fall off the planet. At first I thought she blocked me on Facebook. Then I realized she deactivated her account. But then I realized she was back on, but I couldn't, she was back on. So she was off and then she was back on, but she didn't have a picture. It was a gray person. So I was like, I was shying away, and then I was like, because everybody, you always think it's you, right? It's like, oh, she's hiding from me, it was me. So I emailed her, and I just was like, hey, I just noticed that your Facebook was off, and now it's back on, but we're not friends, and it looks like, your picture's not there. So I just wanted to make sure everything's okay, and if you don't want me to email you anymore, that's fine. Just let me know. I just got a little nervous about you. I want to make sure everything's okay. Her brother died. So it wasn't me. So, it's usually not you. And I do it too, and I think it's me. But that's what happened. Her brother passed away suddenly, and she just couldn't handle, Facebook. So she deleted everybody, and then she got back on and just only refriended family, and now that's been 2 months, and she just sent me a friend request yesterday. So don't shy away from the person, because it's usually not you, and it's usually just something is going on with them. Okay, encourage challengers to post their progress photos privately. So if they're posting their stats all the time, you could first ask them privately, hey, have you taken your pictures? Can I see them? And then if they show them, you could be like, holy cow, those are awesome. You need to share these in the group, So that's just an easy way to do that, to just kind of take them step by step. And then eventually encourage them to share on their social media page. And you'll know who you can do this with. You'll know who you can be like the person that puts their before and after up the first stat day, you can ask that person on week 3 or at the end of the challenge. You can be like, you need to share this on your Facebook page. You are killing it, and you are probably going to inspire at least one person to start something healthy today, So, or you could ask too if you could share it. So encourage them to share posts from the group on their page, engage and comment frequently in the group yourself, and check in daily through private message. I do that. I check in with my new challengers. I talk to them every single day on private message. The people that don't answer me, I back down to every other day, and then every third day. I never go more than 3, but I've found a lot of success with that. So, and if you're running this focus group one a month with all new challengers, and maybe a couple of people that are really committed to starting again with a new challenge group, then it's very manageable. Okay, retention with Shakeology. So make sure that you teach them how to make Shakeology at the beginning. You know, tell them they got to blend it, the whole thing. Give them a recipe. Ask how they're doing every 5 days with Shakeology in particular. So when you do that private message, have it be about Shakeology. How's the Shakeology going for you? Be upfront about the home direct. As soon as they've ordered, let them know that, okay, so you're on home direct, your second shipment will be on, and you'll know, like if they ordered on the 15th, it will be the 15th of next month. And tell them, I'll send you a reminder 7 to 10 days before. And then do it. Make sure you send them the reminder 7 to 10 days before. Share facts about Shakeology in the group. So educate them on why this is not just a protein shake, why we're drinking it, what it's doing for our bodies. And share shake recipes constantly in the challenge group. When you remind them of their home direct that's going to ship, so around day 20 of the challenge, ask them if they plan on sticking with Shakeology for the next month. And if they say yes, then this is what I basically say. Do you want to get the coach membership so that you save $20 per month per monthly Shakeology order? So I asked them as soon as but I asked them in 2 questions. I asked them in 2 separate questions. I asked them first, are you sticking with it? And when they say yes, and then I ask them this. Don't ever ask people to make 2 decisions at once. I don't know, everybody freaks out and they run away. So you got to baby step them. And after I ask them this, I let them ask me their questions about coaching. And I don't mislead them and say they get 25% off, but when they pay the membership, this is what they're saving. So I word it this way so that I don't have to backtrack and be like, well, yeah, you get 25%, but then you pay $15.95, so then it'll, and then you save $20. You know, so I word it this way, and I find that that's what works best. And then I let them ask their questions. I'll tell you this. If you've been talking to them every single day through the challenge, when you get to this point, they don't even ask you any questions. Like, most of them are like, yeah, let's do it. That sounds awesome. How do I sign up? So it's pretty seamless. If they're going to say a challenger or just be a discount coach, make sure you keep coaching them. So we have the 21-day fix, 21 days to healthier ways group, and we have right now it's called Marvelous March. That's a group of all different programs. So you can either join one of those and put them in there with you and have it be be part of the team vet groups, or you can start your own little vet group. Amanda has a page she uses just for anybody that's ever been her challenger. It's like Amanda's challengers page. So she keeps everyone there. So you can do what you want with it, but just don't ever let them go. Keep them as part of your Beachbody family. You know, remain their coach and somehow keep them in challenges. So I have people repeat all the time. I have people that go on and off Shakeology. You know, they come back to order a challenge pack for this or that. So you never know, you know, some people too take a long time and eventually become a coach. So you never know. So always keep that relationship. And those people are the people that if they don't want to share their own success, that you eventually can ask, can I share it? Like, you've lost 30 pounds. Like, you've done so awesome. Can I share? You know, I do Transformation Tuesday every week. So it's an easy way for me to ask somebody, like, can I share, can I highlight you in my Transformation Tuesday story next week? Oh, that was it. So if you guys want, I can post that whole thing in the team page. So, you know, the basic takeaways are to, you know, keep those relationships. I think the biggest thing that I'm changing is I'm not going to promote a program anymore. I'm going to just promote myself as a coach for people to eat right and get fit, you know, start eating healthy and getting fit. And I'm looking for 5 to 10 women to help, yada, yada. So that's like the big thing that I'm going to change. And what's the other thing? The prize. Like, I think the prize is a really good idea because it just kind of keeps everybody. Oh, and she lets them know the prize right at the get-go. So they know the prize, like it's dangling there for them. So she does, like, she did a pair of really sweet Nikes. She's done a Coach purse. You know, I mean, you don't have to do that. Like, we're not at that point. I'm probably going to do like a 3-day refresh. That's probably going to be my first prize. So who doesn't want to win a 3-day refresh, right? So let me check the chat. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, the PowerPoint. What do you do with the veteran challengers that want to keep going? Yeah. So I would, oh, but I answered that right after. Okay. I looked at the timestamp after. It's funny when I ask you guys questions too, and you answer me in the chat, and I don't read it at all. And I'm just like, why aren't they talking? But I just muted all of you. It's always eventful. Does anybody else have any? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this model in the 22-minute hardcore I'm going to start it Monday. Now, people are already posting in the 22-minute hardcore. I actually haven't, maybe I'll do it for a week and do a prize. I guess I could do the month. Well, anyways, people are already posting, so I probably won't do all of the posts, but I'll probably run the point system and do some of the posting so that we can, you guys can get a feel for like what it is, you know, what it's like. My goal is to promote this in April and run it in May. Week long. Oh, like the free group, Angie? Yes. Yes. You should run a free group. So this is totally separate. This is only for our programs. My suggestion is you should run a free group every month because that's where you bring in so many people to try it out, you know, and they're basically like trying you out. She has a free group, and I have one too, and I'm going to kind of combine mine, but she does have a whole nother thing for free groups. Angie, we can talk. If you're trying to plan your first free group, I can help. I have so much stuff, so I can help you. All right, guys. Well, thanks for staying up late. Who's going to Super Friday? Tanya! Angie! Rob. It's all right, Rob. We'll all be frowning even more when you're like, oh, hey, guys, I'm in Florida. Uh-huh. All right, guys. Well, it should be fun. And a killer workout. She's probably going to kill us. Except she did the modifier on the stage at Summit.
She only knows how to modify.
So maybe she only knows how to modify. There's a chance, right? No? You don't think so? No. All right. I wonder if she'll bring her husband.
Yeah.
Probably, right?
Have you watched her videos on Instagram?
No.
She's not modifying.
I don't follow her. She was just like, at Summit, she was just like Those are my knees. You can't see them. You know, that's all she was doing. And I was like, you know, she had to modify. What could she do? All right, guys. Well, good night. Thanks for being on. I'll see you all Friday. I can't wait. I'm really excited. I'm actually really excited it's not Saturday. It's going to be good. I don't have to get up early. I like it. All right. See you there. Good night.
Hi, guys.